Baltimore, welcome inside Oriole Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Okay, all set to go. Anthony Santander at the plate.
25, Anthony Santander.
The 0-1. That one fouled off. Ball one there.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 1 down. 1 out, man at first. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. That one misses. Ball 1.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a foul straight back. This to third. Westberg. Here's Holiday for 1. Double play. What a. Back now at Oriole Park. And the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And it is 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
That's ball 2.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Fastball for a strike. Right through there. Got him. And 1 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a slider misses down and away. Outside low. Ball 2. Adele, the base runner at first with 1 out. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
inside. 3 balls and a strike.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Carrying well. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab. Runner tags at second. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. The 1-1. In the dirt. Two and 1 now. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Oh, great stop. Over to first. What a play to end the inning. Top of the second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Just missed.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. In the air, left side. Ward on his way over. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Right side, and it goes just foul. That misses. Ball 1. Just missed. That one lifted to left. 1 away. Just off the inside edge. Check swing called strike. And the count even 1-1. On the corner for a strike. And now the count is even. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
High in the air, out to right. And that is that. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted.
Holiday. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. That one ripped. And that's a base hit. Clement around third. The relay throw. It's off the mark and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Man at second. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Way high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Puts it away for the out. Jacob Wilson next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. In the air, left field. Ward has a beat on it. And that's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall but foul. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. Line drive. And it gets by him. Round second, digging for third.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
In the air, right field. Springer gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And now they trail by one. So no one on after the sac fly. Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
That's down and in. A slider missed. There's the strike. Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This one in the air, right field. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Swings through that one out in front that time. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for two. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Booyah. So he goes yard to left. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 3-1. One down. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That's out number 2. Ripped to right. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Nick Kurtz. Check swing went around. 0-1. That one missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's a base hit. And a man aboard. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. This one in the air center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. One away. One out man at first. Here's Adley Rutschman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Now the 0-1. Popped up. Okamoto takes it in for the out. 2 away. Kowser checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Late with the swing there. Up the middle, Clement. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line.
Digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. Big swing and a miss.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. New inning getting started. Tyler Wells into the game.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. And a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That's out to center field. Kowser under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Jacob Wilson next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park and into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. On the ground, and that's just foul. That just misses. Ball one. Holiday tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Right fielder, Joe Adele.
Left field. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Big. Five, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. The pitcher on here, Jeff Hoffman.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity.
Now this one gets through. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one. Tap foul at the plate. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Nick Kurtz. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the air to left center. Varsho on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. 2 away now. That's to third. Okamoto whips it across. They limit the damage here. Top of the 6th inning, and now for the Jays, George Springer. This one in the air, right field, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there, and you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating.
This one's into the outfield, could be extra bases. Here comes Springer around third. The relay, safe, and they take a 2-run lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Felt a little anxious on that changeup right there, and tells you he's ready to hit a fastball. If he can let that thing get deeper as he recognizes it out of the hand, tell you what, he could be circling the bases.
1 down. So now with 1 away and a man at second, here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Nathan Lucas, a critical at bat in this game for him. And that one is lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Kerr swings through it for strike 1. On the ground to third. Quickly to second for 1. What a double play that was. Back here in Baltimore, now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Foul ball there. Fouled off. He was late. Hoffman, in his 8th season, 33 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Backed off the plate that time. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. He did not go around. And there's a ball. The Blue Jays leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball left side. Throw to first is in time. Ryan Mountcastle the next to hit. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Anthony Santander. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Carrying well. Booyah! He muscles that one out the opposite way. This one in the air right field. Adele on the run. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here's George Springer.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Out towards right center field. Adele on his way in. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That one pushed foul. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. 1-2 now. In the air, left field. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward on the move. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th, and it's Box for Baltimore. Check. Brendan Little will take over here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Santander takes it in for the out. Going up, one down. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. Popped up. And that ends the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. And
Now pitching.
coming out for the Orioles, Jackson Kowar.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, center field. Kowser moving under it. And there's two down. Here's Andres Jimenez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground, right side. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. But he's in there easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
That's to third. And that's the inning. Back here in Baltimore. Bottom of the eighth. Taylor Ward digs in now.
That's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. To third. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Man at second. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Now the third baseman. Jordan Westberg, Braden Fisher on the pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that one ripped to left. He's got it. Out number 2. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Hey. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now at Oriole Park. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Anthony Santander. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. High fly ball, right field. And there's one down. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
2 down. And the batter is George Springer.
Blue Jays right fielder George Springer.
Two down, nobody on. That one ripped left field. Back there. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 7-2.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. Back here in Baltimore. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. In the air, right field. And there's one down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. On a line. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brady Basso.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. And that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.